everyone to part 2 of the JW Royal Rumble, and we have our SmackDown main event to start out part 2. This is the Ultimate Warrior, and as it was just announced at the end of part 1, he will be facing Sting and The Undertaker due to a controversy over on SmackDown on episode 3. If you haven't checked that out, you should do it already, or maybe do it after this, whatever your choosing is. Ultimate Warrior in a nice light peach t-shirt looking kind of thing that fucks up his arm wrist things because the game is bad.
Game's terrible.
But, you know, he will have those arm things in the match. Let's just say you put them on during the 10-minute entrances of Sting and The Undertaker. But the very nice and quick and energetic entrance of the Ultimate Warrior, our undisputed champion over on SmackDown. And I don't think that will be the same case after tonight, because the Ultimate Warrior, as persistent and, what do you want to call it? Whatever he is, as much good as he is at winning matches, he does not have to lose, meaning he doesn't have to be pinned. The Undertaker could pin Sting, and The Undertaker's all of a sudden the champion. Or the other way around. Or the Ultimate Warrior could get pinned. Ultimate Warrior could pin someone. There's a lot of outcomes here for this triple threat match. I am Jack Epixter, along with Will, but you know that if you watched part 1. If you haven't, there were some great matches over on that show, and we're not going to spoil them for you on this one, so you want to go check those out. Yeah, but some great matches indeed were the likes of Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler. We had The Rock and Brock Lesnar, and over on SmackDown, and then on Raw, it was a classic fight between CM Punk and Kevin Nash, as well as Bray Wyatt and Booker T settling some differences. And yeah, so overall, just a great show on part 1, and an even greater show here on part 2. Again, as I said, I am Jack Epster, and I am joined by
Will. Hi.
Yeah, Will says hi and things, and he doesn't really do much else, but it's all fine. Because Sting making his entrance, not much to say about it, and it's way too fucking long. And then The Undertaker's entrance, which is double the Sting's entrance. Like, literally, I'm looking at Sony Vegas, and it's like just about double. So, yeah, we're in for a treat here.
It is. It really is.
Watching some entrances, but you get to hear us talk during them, so obviously, there's no need to skip them, obviously. Obviously. So, yes, the dead man, The Undertaker. And, Will, why is this match a triple threat, and why are the two men that are in this?
Well, what happened on SmackDown was, it was Ultimate Warrior versus The Undertaker, I believe, and Sting came out and attacked Ultimate Warrior, costing Undertaker the match. And Undertaker got angry and tombstone Sting, and Undertaker stood tall at the end of the show.
Yes, and so a screw over by Sting to The Undertaker, and we also noticed that Sting used a tombstone-like move on the Ultimate Warrior when he did that, and Undertaker, I'm sure, definitely did not enjoy that as well. So we can expect an action-packed triple threat match here, as it's about to start underway once The Undertaker takes 10 minutes to get to the ring, and we should get going here on the JW Royal Rumble. So again, if you're watching this, you should have watched part 1, you should have watched the pre-show, and if you didn't, those videos will be there. And if you want to go back and watch them, or you want to watch this and go back, it doesn't really matter. We're not going to spoil anything on each video. So, yeah, watch as you're pleasing, but make sure you see all 3 of them. A great show that we worked hard on here. About a 2-day project. And, more than that, actually. More like 3 days. So, yeah, definitely go check those out. Leave likes, subscriptions, comments, and all that good stuff. Because it is Wrestlemania season here in the JW, as well as in the WWE. But we're better, as some dude in our comments said. And I really appreciated that comment. You know, it's just JW and then like the inequality thing with we being the better one and then WWE. It was great. I love that. Whoever said that, I love you. Nonetheless, The Undertaker is in the ring, and once he removes his hat, we should get going here for this triple threat, which is going to be probably 3 of the most iconic and recognizable superstars, you could say, in wrestling. Just so distinctive looks about them. Sting with the full-on face paint, popular during his WCW days and his later run. Got the dead man, The Undertaker, who you couldn't miss, and of course the vibrant and energetic Ultimate Warrior with that face paint and the neon colors. It's all good stuff. Here's our match, and you see The Undertaker going right after Sting, and a big knee to the face of Sting. Now he's going after Ultimate Warrior. Something you got to do in these matches. Make sure both of your opponents, just like this, Undertaker had his back turned to Sting. Now he's been dropped on his legs, and he's on the ground now. Big drop kick to Warrior by Sting.
Warrior and Sting used to be best friends, I guess now they're sort of bitter rivals.
I don't think this is personal between those two. This is personal between The Undertaker and Sting, and Ultimate Warrior's got to defend his title. This is every man for himself here. Just as it will be in the Royal Rumble match, in which 30 men will enter the ring and only one will stand tall at the end of the night, after the 29 other men were thrown over the top rope. And whoever wins that will, of course, be the #1 contender at WrestleMania for their respective show's championship. Or they could really, in reality, they can go after whichever championship in either show. So let's say we had a Raw Superstar winning the Royal Rumble. He could, if he wanted to, go after the SmackDown title, which we will know who the champion is at the end of this. And of course, that champion, before getting into WrestleMania, will also have to compete in the Elimination Chamber, grueling 6-man contest with a ginormous cage in which superstars can match, similar to the Royal Rumble as that falls for like the 2nd time in the Royal Rumble. And yes, so very exciting time in the JW as Ultimate Warrior judo chops Sting. That was kind of cool. Undertaker's back up to his feet. That sledgehammer got involved in the match. We kind of missed that. Undertaker knocks Ultimate Warrior off the apron. And that big flying clothesline now to Sting. This is Sting and Undertaker now. But not for long, because Ultimate Warrior's getting back up.
And now Undertaker hits Sting with a chokeslam right on the sledgehammer.
Oh my god, that was gruesome. That was brutal. Nasty. All sorts of disgusting words you could think of that was. Sting is out. But he's trying. He's really trying to get back up. He's crawling to those ropes. Oh, Sting going for the pin on... Oh, that wasn't very smart. The Undertaker was up. But, could have been smart. Sting was down. And, Ultimate Warrior possibly thought Undertaker was... Oh my god, it's a tombstone pile driver out of nowhere. Big tombstone onto the Ultimate Warrior. Undertaker now going for the pin, and Sting breaks it up. Chaos in the ring with these three and the sledgehammer involved as well. Punch to Ultimate Warrior as Sting is down. Back and forth between the Ultimate Warrior and the Undertaker. Very high impact, action-packed match. Ultimate Warrior drops Sting on his leg. And again, it needed a face. This time to the Ultimate Warrior. Deface. Sting with that elbow and that big clothesline now to the Undertaker. There is no breaks in this match. If your opponent's down, you got to focus on your other one. Although Sting is the man standing. Oh, this is what we saw on SmackDown. This is what ended the main event in controversy. That tombstone pile driver. Oh, what's the Ultimate Warrior going for here? Powerbomb. Sting reverses that into a DDT.
Right on the sledgehammer again.
That looked like his head this time. At least Sting hit his back, a more, safer area, I guess. Ultimate Warrior now with that Gorilla Press Slam he's looking for. And he hits it.
That's not a Gorilla Press Slam.
What the fuck it is? It's Ultimate Warrior's move.
No, it's not. It's on your signature, you dumbass.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was.
No,
Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I don't really care. Because it was great, whatever it was. Nice. Drop. Bomb. Whatever it's called. Whatever qualifies as. Undertaker with Ultimate Warrior on the top rope. Big superplex. Again, he's going to hit that sledgehammer, it looks like. Right in the back of the neck on the Ultimate Warrior. That sledgehammer, the head of the sledgehammer, really doing some damage here. The Undertaker has not been a victim of it yet.
Oh, is he going to hit the sledgehammer again?
And it looks like it more towards the lower back this time. And now right onto the tombstone. I don't think Undertaker even knows that Sting is there. Sting is behind him now. This can't be good. This can't be good.
Sting setting it up. Oh my god, Sting. The
Scorpion Death Drop.
Yeah,
Ultimate Warrior is underneath the Undertaker. And it looks like Sting's got the match. Sting wins. Sting wins. Sting wins. Our new Undisputed Champion here.
What an ending.
That was a great ending. You saw the Ultimate Warrior, the Undertaker, dropped right on top of him. And Sting almost pinned the both of them at the same time. A very impressive victory by Sting. And a very, what do you want to call it? Tactical almost. He knew what he was doing. He had a plan. And he certainly executed it well. As we see here, he almost pinned both of them there. Ultimate Warrior streamers are flipping to shit. And Sting now is our Undisputed Champion. Holding up that title with pride. See that sledgehammer in the ring? That's what most of the damage was dealt with in this match. We also saw some great signatures and finishers from these, including that finish with the Scorpion Death Drop. I believe the first we've seen by Sting, actually, here in the JW. Sting holding that title up proud. And up next, we have Raw's main event for the vacant World Heavyweight title after these men all moved up in their respective tournament matches. This is Hollywood Hulk Hogan and he's going to be facing Shawn Michaels. Now, a big question on everyone's mind here is Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash, of course, second in command, you could say, of the NWO with Hulk Hogan in the front, and he's going to be, of course, ringside with Hogan, as he is in most of his matches. But Hulk Hogan is facing Shawn Michaels, one of Kevin Nash's best friends. So you got to think if there's a bit of a torn mindset here with Kevin Nash, because if I was Kevin Nash, I wouldn't want either of these men to lose, but I would go with Hogan because it's his faction.
It's Hogan, that's why.
Exactly. So I look Hulk Hogan. I don't even know what I just said there. That was horrible. Nonetheless, Hulk Hogan making his way to the ring, the immortal one, the icon. Well, that's Sting, but, you know, he's also an icon. Lots of iconic names here in tonight's Royal Rumble, including that 30-man Royal Rumble match where many icons will be made and will be returning to the Royal Rumble match. And the big question is, will CM Punk be in that match? Because the match that he had with Kevin Nash, we're not going to disclose the ending, but CM Punk did take a lot of damage nonetheless. And yeah, so everyone's mind is wondering if CM Punk is in the condition to be in the Royal Rumble match. Tearing the shirt now. The pre-ripped shirt, may I add, but it doesn't take away from Hulk Hogan, one of the most legendary names in wrestling, as one the most talented wrestlers of all time, if not the most. Mr. WrestleMania, the Heartbreak Kid, Mr. Hall of Fame, all these different names, the showstopper, Shawn Michaels. In his Royal Rumble 2004 attire, a little throwback here by HBK, as you see on his flashy Titantron. He's taking it all in here. And here's where he makes the boom booms. And how could you not love that? That is a sight on its own right there. And we're not even into the match yet. One of the most decorated superstars in the history of professional wrestling. I believe that Shawn Michaels is a what is it called, where they held like all the belts at the time?
Grand Slam champion.
Grand Slam champion. I believe Shawn Michaels is one of those. And much deserved Grand Slam champion at that. Doing that little HB shizzle shimmy. And we should see this match starting in a few moments here at the JW Royal Rumble Part 2. And again, go check out Part 1 and the pre-show before that. And we got a great Royal Rumble match, as well as this coming match up here for you right now. It's happening. Of course, this is for the World Heavyweight Championship over on Raw. And this title, of course, there is no current champion, so whoever loses this match does not get granted a rematch. However, we could possibly see one of those members in the Elimination Chamber as they're linked to the title. And there's 6 men to choose from. I think the man who first competed for the title would almost be guaranteed to have a spot in that match. Nonetheless, this match is starting here to determine our first ever World Heavyweight Champion in WWE 2K15, as Shawn Michaels wins that portion of the lockup, slams Hogan on the mat. Hulk Hogan now gets behind Shawn Michaels, and a big blow to the back of Michaels. He lets him go, and a big shoulder block by the Immortal One. Now dragging Shawn Michaels. What are we going to see here? Repeated blows to the skull of Shawn Michaels. Kevin Nash watching in Hogan's corner. Now he's going to taunt here, but this taunt takes some time, so it might cost something. Yeah. Oh, we saw an attempted enziguri kick by Shawn Michaels, but Hulk Hogan reversed it. Oh, and an arm drag by Shawn Michaels. A nice counter there. These men have faced each other before at SummerSlam. Was that also 2004?
Might have been.
Oh, 6 maybe. I'm not sure. But it was the SummerSlam, and it was a great match, and we're expecting a great match here tonight as well. Now that leg bar, figure 4, almost looking, possibly alluding to Ric Flair, the man that Shawn Michaels was responsible for ending that man's career in the WWE. But Ric Flair is around here in the JW somewhere. It's not exactly, he hasn't been on any shows yet, but the Nature Boy is a welcome addition to any of our shows here in the JW, so make sure you watch it almost to see if Ric Flair shows up anyway. Who knows? A rival of both these men, and also a friend. Another lockup here. Hulk Hogan gets advantage of that one. Elbow to the neck of Shawn Michaels. Big elbow again. Hogan getting control of that lockup again. Lots of lockups here, surprising between with Hulk Hogan. He's not much of a technical wrestler, but he seems to have sharpened up his skills for this match. You almost have to, because it's facing Shawn Michaels, one of the most technically sound wrestlers in wrestling, of course. Shawn Michaels reversing Hogan's move there. Big chop to the chest of Hogan, that huge 60-inch chest of Hogan. Another chop. Again, possibly a Ric Flair illusion there. Michaels down on the top rope. Oh, Kevin Nash, he's getting up on the apron as well. Smart by Shawn Michaels, but now Kevin Nash trips him. Shawn Michaels jumped down on that. The agility of Shawn Michaels. He didn't want Kevin Nash knocking him over. The ref not looking. Oh! Drops Kevin Nash on his head. I guess there's not much friendship here tonight. Hogan punches Shawn Michaels in the face. Back and forth between these two. Repeated blows to the faces of each of these men. Attempted chop there. Hogan now resting on the ropes. And Shawn Michaels drops Hogan on to the ropes, and now he's built up a finisher. Now going on the top rope, though. Big moonsault. I believe that's a moonsault, right? Sure it was.
Yeah.
Now that corner finisher, Kevin Nash is pissed. Almost, I don't know what he's doing over there. Nonetheless, Shawn Michaels going for that big sweet. Oh my God! Hulk Hogan reversed that, and that was great. Did not expect that one coming after that big moonsault, and almost a sweet chin music there. But Hulk Hogan has got the leg drop. He's calling for it, and he does. He's gonna go for that pin combination. Kevin Nash looks happy over there. He's clapping, and Hulk Hogan wins the World Heavyweight title, our first World Heavyweight champion here in Wwe 2K15. That was a great match. That was an excellent match by these two. Hulk Hogan showing some ring skill. Shawn Michaels being vintage Shawn Michaels. But it just wasn't enough to go over the immortal Hulk Hogan, who is now our World Heavyweight champion, celebrating with that belt.
Speaking of immortal,
Our sponsors. Why don't you go through them, Will?
WWE Immortals, the game's good. Cyborg Brock Lesnar challenge going on right now.
You should do it.
WWE 2K15, the game is bad.
Perfect gift for anyone who disappointed extremely. And our final sponsor is Popeye's Chicken Biscuits.
Louisiana Fast.
Louisiana Fast. Whatever fuck chicken they're making now. Oh, this is the Royal Rumble match. And our entrant who drew number 1, new World Tag Team Champion, Kane. He didn't bring the belt out here. There's really no need to. But, oh, wow, we just spoiled something, actually. I didn't mean to do that. Well, whatever. That was the pre-show. Here it is, 30 men in one ring. But, of course, we will not see Hollywood Hulk Hogan or Sting in this match because they are the champions. That would be pretty stupid. Unless they would go for the other person's title. But that would mean they'd have to win the match as well and go over 29 other superstars, or just around that. So here comes the Big Red Machine, Kane. And as we already spoiled it, I guess we'll talk about it. That great tag team match on the pre-show here of the JW Royal Rumble, in which the Shield, the current champions, were defeated. But I would say defeated by Danny Bryan. Danny Bryan made both men of the Shield tap out, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Kane didn't do much in the match, other than being pinned. So I think Danny Bryan is the tag team champions. And I bet Kane would be, no, I am the tag team champions. But nonetheless, the Royal Rumble is starting, and let's see the man who drew number 2. Oh, the lights are darkening. Y2J countdown. It looks like it's going to be Chris Jericho. Retro Chris Jericho, may I add, over on JW Raw. So a SmackDown superstar and a Raw superstar starting in the Royal Rumble just the way I like it. And that pyro, that beautiful pyro show going on. Break the walls down, indeed. Here comes Y2J Chris Jericho. He looks excited. I think Chris Jericho is, he could be a favorite to win this match, but also Kane could be as well. That'd be interesting, seeing Kane also with Tag Team Champion Gold. He could also be the World Champion. Kane, one of the greatest Royal Rumble competitors in history. Kane has, he's second place for the most eliminations in a WWE Royal Rumble. But that record could be broken in the 2015 Royal Rumble, and he could be the most eliminations ever. Of course, Shawn Michaels, the man who Hulk Hogan defeated previously, holds that record. But we could see Kane getting that in WWE's 2015 Royal Rumble. But let's see what his stats are here in the JW. So as Chris Jericho makes his way into the ring in this Royal Rumble match just about to start, we're 19 minutes into the show. Looks like we're going to have a nice and long Royal Rumble match. And yeah, we will be here to commentate all of that as Chris Jericho extends the arms the Lionheart Chris Jericho, our savior, Jesus Christ.
My boy JC.
Yeah. So here comes the pain. Brock Lesnar? Because Brock Lesnar. He was on part 1. You should go see that. Back and forth between these two men. First two competitors in the Royal Rumble. Kane number 1 and Chris Jericho number 2. And we are awaiting number 3 already. Suspense about who's going to enter the Rumble. Anyone who's making their debut in the JW. Anyone in the Wwe 2K15 roster is eligible to enter, including any cause. So we have a very exciting circumstance here. As Chris Jericho drops Kane on his head. I'm not exactly sure what that move is called. Confident kicking. Already, number 3 is coming out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it's Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan over on SmackDown, a Team Hell No member. Again, World Tag Team Champions as of tonight. Oh my God, Kane went right after Kane.
Right after Kane.
That was crazy. Kane's focusing on Jericho. He doesn't want to hurt Daniel Bryan, I'm guessing, but now he does. Oh, wow, look at this. A tag team move to a tag team partner with Chris Jericho involved, of course. But this is between Team Hell No, it looks like. Kane already trying to eliminate Bryan, and Chris Jericho helping. But it's way too early for Daniel Bryan's match here for him to be taken out. Kane punching, or Daniel Bryan punching Kane and Chris Jericho. Number 4 coming out very soon. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who is number 4? It is bad news, Barrett, and I'm afraid I've got some bad news for anyone in this Royal Rumble match, because Bad News Barrett, one of the toughest brawlers in the WWE, and also a very strong competitor at that, and that makes him a very, very good candidate for a winner here in the Royal Rumble, and I could see Wade Barrett going all the way, Bad News Barrett, and winning the Royal Rumble. SmackDown Superstar, of course, this ring full of SmackDown Superstars, and then this Chris Jericho. So, SmackDown dominant Royal Rumble thus far. Chris Jericho trying to eliminate Daniel Bryan in the apron, but Daniel Bryan, that big head to the chest of Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho, with that Shawn Michaels rule, flips over the top rope. Barrett trying to eliminate Kane on the bottom rope there after Kane fell over the top. Same thing goes for Chris Jericho and Daniel Bryan. And here comes one of the most controversial stories in recent times here in the JW. The King of Kings, Triple H. And you gotta know what...
You're about to get buried, Barrett.
I guess Barrett's not having much of a career here anymore. Our general manager, Triple H, a surprise entrant, I guess you could say. Although, we know Triple H's ego, and we know that he placed himself in the World Title Tournament. Triple H must really want this title. But he has got to go through 29 other men in order to do that. As Triple H trying to eliminate Barrett, probably the strongest man out of this, and the toughest man in this whole match. Other than Triple H, of course. Because Triple H is the almighty King of Kings. Oh, and Wade Barrett, whatever that move was, it was nice. Chris Jericho was eliminated. Kane was eliminated prior. We didn't call that, as we're waiting number 6. And it is Cody Rhodes over on JW Raw. And the scheduled tag team title match between the Wyatts and the Brotherhood will be taking place on the JW Raw and SmackDown Super Show that was supposed to take place here tonight at the Royal Rumble. Looked like a waist slam by Wade Barrett there. Now he's stretching out the back of Cody Rhodes with that big knee. Daniel Bryan and Triple H over there in the corner, reminiscent of the WrestleMania 30 match. You're going to see JW WrestleMania 30 very soon here in the JW. It'll be here before you know. And the winner of this Royal Rumble match will go on to that and face for their shows, or any of the shows, the world title. It's Triple H. Throws Daniel Bryan. He's trying to eliminate Daniel Bryan. And Cody Rhodes trying to eliminate Barrett. We're waiting number 7 here, I believe. And it is Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, who fought Dean Ambrose at the end of part 1 for that United States Championship match. And you want to know who's champion? Go check it out. Because we're not going to spoil it like we did with those tag team titles, like I did with those tag team titles. Well, you didn't do anything wrong.
No.
Wade Barrett getting a little bit of a break here with Daniel Bryan trying to eliminate Triple H. Trying to kick him off the bottom rope after he fell over the top rope, and that's why this is eligible. Cody Rhodes now trying to eliminate Barrett, and he's close to doing it. Oh, and Bad News Barrett is out of here. Wow, I was really looking forward to him winning the Rumble. That's a shame. Bad News Barrett is the boy.
That is some bad news.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you, Bad News. And it's Goldust, one half of the Brotherhood. as Cody Rhodes, the other half, dodges out of that elimination, and Goldust runs in the match. He's not sure where to go. He gets Dolph Ziggler, helping out his brother. Dolph Ziggler being thrown over the top rope. Now Goldust trying to eliminate him. Oh, but Cody Rhodes, he punches Goldust. Every man for himself, of course. And I guess Cody Rhodes is confident on that. Again, these tag team mixtures here. Dolph Ziggler and Goldust attacking Cody Rhodes. That's quite odd. It's understandable for Team Hell No, but Cody Rhodes and Goldust seem to have good chemistry and a good relationship thus far. But I guess every man for himself, they probably made a pact backstage that nothing would be personal. And that's all well and good. Triple H pounding on Goldust. And again, Dolph Ziggler even joining in. Dolph Ziggler and Triple H, very unlikely allies in this match. But you got to make temporary allies to win this. And here comes your boy, Will's boy, Curtis Axel. Not my boy. Curtis Axel sucks ass. But Will absolutely loves Curtis Axel as I get punched. And Curtis Axel with that drop kick, but he's getting buried by Triple H. Just the way I like it. Get out of here, Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel should not win this match. Curtis Axel sucks ass. And yeah. Will just punch me again. Cody Rhodes is out of here. What a shame. Another young and bright talent here. As Curtis Axel is quite young, but he is not a bright talent here. He sucks. That's why he's on SmackDown. So he can job. To the big boys on SmackDown, of course. You need jobbers, and Curtis Axel is one of them.
No, he ain't.
Oh, God. You see that glitch? You see that glitch?
No.
Oh, well. Will didn't see it when we were recording this as well. Well, actually, we weren't recording this. What are we talking about? This is live! We're live commentating this, obviously. Goldust and Triple H with a big suplex to Dolph Ziggler, who's been in this match for a while. Daniel Bryan is out of here. So both members of Team Hell No are gone. And one half of the Brotherhood remains. So it is Goldust, Curtis Axel, Triple H, and Dolph Ziggler in the match. But that could be changed as Curtis Axel might get eliminated here by Goldust. But he gets out of it. Your boy stays in, Will. As Triple H trying to eliminate Dolph Ziggler there in the corner. And he gets Dolph Ziggler on the top. One step closer. Number 10 is Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior. And speaking of the Celtic Warrior, of course, WWE Immortals, as Dolph Ziggler gets dumped over the top rope by Triple H and gets buried. So let's hope he won that U.S. Championship. Or retained it, I should say. You want to know how you find that out?
Yeah,
You watch part 1.
Yeah.
Look at that. Sheamus is now in the match and Triple H goes right after him. That big knee buster. Face buster with the knee. I don't know what you call it. I called it a knee buster. I made a term. As Goldust tries to eliminate Curtis Axel again. So it is Sheamus, Triple H, Curtis Axel, and Goldust. Oh, Sheamus with that Shawn Michaels rule. He doesn't hit the floor, so he's still in the match, although he was over the top ropes, as he glitches through the ropes a lot. Again, Goldust concentrating on Axel, trying to get him out of here. I don't know why he even sees Axel as a threat. He sucks. Axel keeps staying in it, though. Now Triple H trying to eliminate Sheamus early, and Sheamus is going in the Royal Rumble. As we're awaiting number 11, which is Adrian Neville. One of the brightest and youngest talents here in the JW. Of course, over on JW SmackDown, he was the first man of each. It was Dolph Ziggler and Adrian Neville in the first JW SmackDown, I believe. And we all know who came out on top in that one. Dolph Ziggler was the United States Champion. But, of course, you don't know if he retained it, because unless you watch part 1. So, Goldust now trying to eliminate Adrian Neville in his early goings, as Curtis Axel almost tosses over Sheamus. Ten, 9, 8, 7, Sheamus is in it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It is R-Truth. Wow. My boy, R-Truth. What's up? What's up? What's up?
No, he sucks. He's getting eliminated right now.
Because he's my boy?
Yeah.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, look at that. Look at him.
Oh, Triple H.
Look at him. Already gone.
Wow.
Suck it, nerd.
Wow. Well, he's not that much of my boy. As your boy gets eliminated.
Fuck.
I guess Sheamus isn't getting a push anytime soon. Sheamus and Adrian Neville to Europeans trying to eliminate Triple H. As they do not. America wins. Triple H prevails. This is not between America and Europe, though. They're respected to each other. This is about the Royal Rumble. A shot at a world title on either JW Raw or JW SmackDown. It doesn't matter which person wins or which show it is on, but we'd assume whoever wins the match will take the title of his respective show, unless they want to draft over, which of course this grants access to if you win this match here in the Royal Rumble. Big face buster with the knee by Triple H to Adrian Neville. Sheamus and Triple H now going back and forth, but Sheamus pounds onto Adrian Neville as he's trying to get eliminated. It is Cesaro who faced Rusev also in Part 1 for the European Championship. Lots of European action here in this match, and then there's Triple H. None of the original members of the match can remain in this match. They actually haven't for a while now. Just thought I'd point that out, though. So, Cesaro, who may or may not be the European champion. You might have to check that out. Big spine buster to Cesaro. Looks like Triple H is going to bury the fuck out of him. Big punch. And now Triple H tosses Cesaro over the rope. Now trying to get an elimination here. He has a finisher, but he's not using it. Be smart to get Cesaro out here. Again, one of the favorites, I'd say, due to his strength and his power, and with Cesaro, his quickness. As we're waiting, not sure the number, but here he is, number 14, Rusev, the man who faced Cesaro. So, it'd be interesting to see these two square off in the ring. So
maybe Rusev's the European champion. We don't know.
We don't know.
You have to check out Part 1.
You have to check out Part 1, of course. Great matches. Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler, Cesaro, and Rusev. We had Bray Wyatt and Booker T. We had Brock Lesnar and The Rock. And I'm probably forgetting something. There's just way too much awesome action on that show. You gotta go check it out. After you watch this, or before, you should have watched it before. But I'm not dictating you when you should watch things. You should just make sure you do, because it was great stuff. I would know. I commentated it. So, Cesaro trying to eliminate Neville, but Neville pushes him off. So we have Cesaro, Adrian Neville, Triple H, Sheamus, and Rusev in the match. Loads of talent and power in this match. As we're awaiting number 15, Jimmy Uso. Not much to say. Jimmy Uso. One half of the Usos. And Usos have not made their debut in the match. In the JW, I should say, yet. So I guess this is Jimmy Uso's debut. Will he see his brother Jay? Not sure. This is all random. So that was number 15. So we are halfway through the Royal Rumble. Look at that. Already halfway through. And we've seen lots of action and spots here tonight. And lots of eliminations. And Triple H, I think, is the longest lasting member in this match. Maybe it's Sheamus. No, Triple H. Triple H has been in the match the longest. Out of the members that remain currently, Sheamus is not far behind. And we have some fresher faces like Cesaro and Jimmy Uso, Rusev. And Adrian Neville's also been here for a little bit. But that might not be for long, because Triple H doing the pedigree. That's very surprising. He should have used a Royal Rumble finisher rather than using his normal finisher, but I guess weakening him makes him easier to eliminate. Cesaro with repeated moves there. Rusev thinks he eliminated Sheamus. Sheamus did not hit the floor. Sheamus now trying to eliminate Rusev in the same fashion that Rusev attempted, but maybe he could be successful this time.
Sheamus trying to eliminate Rusev. Cesaro going after Adrian Neville, and Triple H going after Jimmy Uso.
Dominating Jimmy Uso, as we see. Not much offense by Jimmy Uso so far. Big superplex by Adrian Neville to Rusev. We're similar. Oh my god, that was a flippy shit if I didn't see one. Rusev dodging out of Sheamus' elimination. Now there's just chaos in the ring and no one knows who to go after. Jimmy Uso and Sheamus, Triple H and Adrian Neville. And Rusev and Cesaro, our competitors in our European title match earlier, are the current matchups in this Royal Rumble match. There's an even 6 members, and one has to be eliminated before we get to see number 16, because the game is bad. So, who will be the first elimination out of these 6 men in order for us to get our next member, or 2? We will find out very shortly, as Jimmy Uso attempts to eliminate Rusev. That would be an upset, but Rusev not allowing it to happen. But Jimmy Uso is still trying to fight. Adrian Neville trying to eliminate Cesaro over there in the corner, and Sheamus and Triple H are not doing much right now. They're just taking a step back and watching Adrian Neville, because he's about to eliminate Cesaro, it looks like. He's teetering, and he's gone. So now that makes number 16 eligible to enter. We'll just have to wait and see when that is. I don't even think the timer even is in effect in this, because the game's bad. Big punch to Rusev by Adrian Neville, and a punch to Jimmy Uso by Triple H. Sheamus just trying to sit in the corner there. And a spine buster by Triple H again. Triple H has definitely held his own here in this match, and I can see him going all the way. I'm sure he'd be happy about that. General manager turned world champion. That would be impressive. Of course, a very impressive career as Triple H is spanning across almost a decade, more than a decade, almost 2 decades, and lots of championships, and he's looking to add to that title with a Royal Rumble win, and if he does a Royal Rumble win, then a world title win, hopefully. Triple H trying to eliminate Jimmy Uso, and I think that it's time for Jimmy Uso to get out of here. No, the Shawn Michaels rule. Holds on to the top rope, does not hit the feet, hit the floor, while Sheamus gets eliminated. So now it's down to 4 men. We have not seen number 16 yet, but here he comes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jimmy Uso trying to eliminate Triple H. It is The Undertaker, who did not win the world title early on in Part 2. That was Sting, after a mishap almost by The Undertaker, not paying attention to Sting, who was right behind The Undertaker, after Undertaker delivered a tombstone. Then Sting did the Scorpion Death Drop and he won the title. So Undertaker looking to possibly face Sting at WrestleMania if he wins this match. And that would be a great match, a dream match. And it would all be at WrestleMania with The Undertaker's streak of 1-0 here in the JW. What a streak it is. We're not counting The Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania because that was broken. But JW WrestleMania, Undertaker is 1-0. He won the JW title. Not exactly sure. I believe it was the Attitude Era Championship. He defeated John Cena and CM Punk in a triple threat at WrestleMania. A great match it was. As Undertaker tosses over Jimmy Uso, we're down to 2 men. As the third man in the match is about to enter, number 17, I believe. And it's Eric Rowan, Big Red, as Undertaker's trying to eliminate Rusev. Rusev has been in the match the longest now, you could say, but that's not very long. But, oh, and he's gone. Big Red goes right after Undertaker as Rusev is flipping his shit over there. We better hope he's European champion so he walks out with something tonight. Again, watch part 1 if you want to know that. Undertaker trying to get rid of Rowan, fresh in the contest here, the Royal Rumble. It'd be smart to get rid of him. Undertaker would have time to recruit before number 18 comes out, but it's not happened. Eric Rowan dodges out of that one. But Undertaker again trying to work on Eric Rowan as we await number 18? 18, yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is Sting. But not the Sting that you were talking about. Not the Sting that won the world title. This is Surfer Sting. This is WCW old school Sting. And of course a separate person, obviously. Just like Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Just like Randy Orton 04. Just like Batista 03. They're different here in the JW. They're different people. They qualify as that. And that is why you're seeing this Sting. And of course you won't see the Crow Sting, as Undertaker and Sting are trying to work together at the moment. As Undertaker tries to attack Undertaker. Eric Rowan tries to attack Undertaker. Oh, look at this. Number 19 is out. Well, it's the Big Show, who competed in the opening match of the show. The pre-show, that is.
A tire change.
A tire change. He must have shit himself. And, Sting. That was impressive. That body slam. That would chop to the Big Show. Undertaker is not out of the match, as Eric Rowan thought. Never turn your back on a Royal Rumble elimination unless you know they're fully eliminated, not just tossed over the rope. Big Show drops Sting on his back as Undertaker's trying to eliminate Eric Rowan. And 4 faces we did not see. And for a while in this match, all these fresh faces, I would say. Undertaker in the match the longest. That was impressive. Sting is done. He's taken a lot of damage. Most damage out of any other match so far. And it is number 20, John Cena, over on JW SmackDown, who lost to the Ultimate Warrior, I believe it was 2 weeks ago. And if he won, you got to think he would have been in that match earlier. John Cena helping out the Undertaker, trying to get rid of Eric Rowan, the youngest face in the match here. But he's not getting it. Eric Rowan is fighting out of every single elimination attempted on him. Eric Rowan trying to work on the Undertaker, probably the most dangerous man in the match at the moment. Big DDT onto Eric Rowan. Undertaker and Eric Rowan just going back and forth. Undertaker takes some time to recoup, but not for long. He's trying to get after John Cena, looks like. No, but he's again focusing on Rowan. Got about 10 more minutes to go here in the JW Royal Rumble as we await number 21. Big choke slam to the outside of the ring. Eric Rowan is out of here in fashionable style. An elimination by The Undertaker as Randy Orton, number 21. Not sure which Randy Orton this is. It could be 04, it could be our current Randy Orton. It is the current Randy Orton here, making his entrance into the match. As John Cena almost gets eliminated by Big Show, and now Sting is trying to eliminate The Undertaker.
Look at the ring, filled with so many legendary superstars.
Imagine if the other Sting eliminates Undertaker. That would be horrible.
That would be funny.
But it didn't happen, but it might happen again. Sting trying to get Undertaker off of the apron after he fell over the top rope. Big Show and John Cena, very unlikely pair here, going after Randy Orton, the Viper. And now I'd say the most dangerous man in the match is Randy Orton. We know he has a mean streak and a history of, just different dirty things that Randy Orton does. Big Show punches him into the corner, and now trying to eliminate Randy Orton is Big Show. Undertaker and Sting are just going right back at it, and John Cena taking a little time to recoup. And he's doing that soldier taunt thing. Salute. So we wait, number 22. My boy, Swag Muffin, what's up? Oh, yes. The Royal Rumble winner right here. You saw it first.
No, he sucks.
I predicted it first, Swag Muffin. You can't even say he sucks. Like,
No.
Don't even try to just say...
No, he's terrible.
Because your boy, Curtis Axel, got eliminated. Don't even try to say that he sucks. You cannot deny. Swag Muffin is the best. He's the good.
$5 says Swag Muffin doesn't win the Rumble.
Well, yes, that's very possible. We have legendary superstars in the ring and a legend in the making.
$5. I know.
Fuck that. We have a legend in the making here, Swag Muffin, against multiple legends in the ring with established careers already. And Swag Muffin, imagine if he eliminates all of these men, all 5 of these other men. That would be a Hall of Fame induction right there. Just call the whoever leads that shit. This is happening. So, obviously. Big Show trying to eliminate Sting. John Cena not putting over young talent here to Swag Muffin. And Undertaker and Randy Orton just standing. Orton sees the opportunity for Undertaker. None of these men can get elimination. Such high overalls on these men, and such legends in the ring, including Swag Muffin. That's like most of the star power, obviously. Not obviously. Swag Muffin can't get the elimination on Big Show. He's just too big for him. Maybe a double team elimination or even a triple elimination we'll have to do for the Big Show to get him out of here. But maybe Randy Orton could do it on his own. Big drop to Sting by Swag Muffin, wiping off some sweat. Undertaker tries to throw over John Cena. And Big Show is out of here due to Randy Orton. Big Show did not expect to lose this match. And I'm with him because the world's largest athlete is definitely a specimen in his own. Randy Orton doing that DDT onto Swag Muffin. Don't do it to my boy, please. Oh, he did it.
Wrecked.
Yeah, well, Randy Orton 04. We coming for you. So, he's on JW Raw, so I'm going to punish him. So, Randy Orton. Just no. Yeah, you got this, Sting. Can we see the blonde dudes try to eliminate Randy Orton? We do. The blonde dudes in the match. As Undertaker builds that signature, big leg drop onto John Cena in the background there. Looks like Randy Orton could be out of here. Oh, but Randy Orton powers out of it. 2 men cannot eliminate Randy Orton, but Randy Orton, with no one's help, can eliminate Big Show. Just look at that. Randy Orton OP. As we await, I'm not sure the number, but we'll find out in a second. I'm just losing track here of this exciting match. All legends in the ring right now. It is William Regal. In my opinion, and in many others, the greatest superstar to never win a world title in the WWE. Looking to win a world title here in the JW. Obviously more important, obviously.
Undertaker's been eliminated.
Wow. I believe that it was Sting that eliminated Undertaker. Back and forth between these two. So, not... Oh, and Sting's out of here. I'm sure Undertaker's happy about that, although I don't believe he saw it. So it's down to 4 men. Swag Muffin, John Cena, William Regal, and Randy Orton. But it looks like Swag Muffin could be out of here. No, Swag Muffin powers out of it. I'm not even going to be biased anymore, but I think Swag Muffin has it in him to win. Butt sex. As Swag Muffin goes into Randy Orton in the corner. And, Swag Muffin now with that big superplex. Not a superplex, whatever it's called. It looks like it. Randy Orton now focusing on William Regal. Dangerous man in his own. Big arm drag by Swag Muffin, my boy. Whose moveset is not done yet, obviously. Now Swag Muffin going after Randy Orton. Looking to get an elimination here. I at least want to see one elimination by my boy. William Regal goes after Randy Orton, trying to get off of Swag Muffin's momentum there. But Randy Orton powers out of it. John Cena's down. Swag Muffin's recouping. Going after John Cena now. And our next entrant is only 3 seconds away. It is The Rock. Rocky Maivia. as we saw that attire on part 1. Rock had a
tire change.
Tire change.
Shit himself also.
Yep. And oh yes, Swag Muffin kicked the shit out of John Cena. Get out of here. You gotta admit, Will, that was impressive. Even if you don't like Swag Muffin for whatever the fuck stupid ass reason, that was great. He eliminated John Cena. He eliminated Superman. Alright, just, you can't even. Now he's gonna eliminate William Regal, who is also one of my favorites. But Swag Muffin, it's your boy. I mean, come on, how could you not? William Regal powers out of that elimination. He's way too fresh in the match to lose. Regal Plex onto Swag Muffin as Rock tries to eliminate Randy Orton, a fantasy match in other people's minds. And it's Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
You see the crowd there. They got their hands up. They're all excited about this, and I am too. The Texas Rattlesnake, who lost to the Ultimate Warrior, actually, in the first ever J2 SmackDown to crown Ultimate Warrior as the Undisputed Champion. And as we saw earlier in the show, he lost that title. I'm sure Stone Cold's happy about it. The Texas Rattlesnake going after the Viper, but William Regal goes after him. Stone Cold trying to press all these buttons to get out of it. Stone Cold powers out of that elimination. William Regal, he tosses Stone Cold over the rope. He's still trying to go after him, dominating Stone Cold in the early goings. But you can't count out Stone Cold as number 26 awaits here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
The Rock got double RKO'd by Swag Muffin and Randy Orton.
That was great. It is Hulk Hogan. Bottom rope elimination. It is Hulk Hogan. But, of course, not Hollywood Hulk Hogan. This is a separate person, obviously. And,
the one that thought JD was SmackDown.
Yes, the SmackDown Hulk Hogan. Red and yellow. The inferior. Because, of course, the superior Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Obviously. And, so this Hulk Hogan does not hold the world title. This is a separate man. And he's looking to possibly go after that world title. Hulk Hogan versus Hulk Hogan WrestleMania main event. That is big. And I can see it happening. Or go after, I believe it is Sting. Hulk Hogan and Sting. Classic match. Stone Cold and Swag Muffin battling it out on the corner. Other corner we see The Rock going after it. And a nice zoom in here onto Swag Muffin, who's going to get eliminated by Stone Cold, it looks like.
But your boy. But your boy.
Stone Cold is
not your boy.
Stone Cold is not my boy. Stone Cold now whips William Regal.
You can't even punish him.
I can't. He's on SmackDown. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think. Swag Muffin is a positive man. He will live without this. It is fine. Stone Cold again. Nice zoom in there on this elimination as Stone Cold tries to eliminate William Regal. Looks like that's going to happen. William Regal's WrestleMania dreams.
There goes your other boy.
There goes William Regal's WrestleMania dreams. I guess Stone Cold is your boy here tonight, Will. He's on fire.
Now it is all SmackDown superstars in the ring.
And isn't that wonderful? Stone Cold now eliminates Randy Orton. And Will getting a bit cocky here that a SmackDown superstar. You see Hulk Hogan, The Rock, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm not even going to put that up for dispute. The 3 greatest superstars of all time in the WWE. It is not even questionable that these 3, one of these 3 is the greatest, but these 3 are the greatest. And one of the greatest in recent times, CM Punk, who had that grueling match, and I guess he's cleared for this match medically. As Will's phone fucking goes off in the middle of a commentary. Thanks, bro. Restart the whole thing. As CM Punk powers out of The Rock's elimination, but The Rock's still going for it again. Hulk Hogan got tossed out of here by Stone Cold, and Hulk Hogan is pissed off about it. Hulk Hogan has always wanted to face Stone Cold, and I guess he did here tonight.
Stone Cold gave CM Punk the middle finger.
CM Punk didn't like that. Now The Rock and CM Punk going after Stone Cold. That is crazy that these two are actually in unison. But I guess the Texas Rattlesnake is too dangerous of a specimen to be kept in this match. Oh, what was that by CM Punk? I think The Rock dodged out of that one. It is Kane. So this must be the other Kane, of course, on JW Raw, the retro Kane, as we saw. Modern Kane was eliminated earlier in the goings of the match. He was number 1 entrant, actually. And the number 28 entrance here is Kane. CM Punk trying to eliminate, I believe, who's it? It's The Rock over there. And he gets him. Now Kane trying to eliminate Stone Cold, but Stone Cold powers out of that. Oh, Kane dodges out of whatever move that was. Big neck breaker by Stone Cold to Kane. CM Punk and Kane are down, but not for long. They're both back up now. but under Stone Cold's control is Kane as he whips Kane into the corner. CM Punk kicks Stone Cold in the back of the head. We're awaiting number 29. We're almost done with this Royal Rumble match, but there's still lots of action to go. It is Bam Bam Bigelow. Wow. This man was also in the pre-show. One of the most entertaining people to play as in this game. Wwe 2K15, one of our sponsors, of course, and also just a very exciting man to watch in wrestling. Of course, one of the ECW members, along with RVD, they faced the NWO. And again, that was on the pre-show, but still, we're not going to spoil it. Of course, RVD in the big show, the NWO, as CM Punk, a former member of the NWO, tries to eliminate Kane, and it looks like he's going to get it. He's very close to it, and Stone Cold is trying to get rid of Bam Bam Bigelow. He's missing all those little tick things, though. As we wait number 30, I'd say the easiest spot in the match to win. If you win the match at number 30, I mean, what did you do much? And it's Bautista. Blue Bautista, who's going to be probably... Drax Destroyer. He's going to be in... Oh, what is this?
Just like last year's, he's number 30.
Well, you know, I realized that Batista was in red in Xbox 360 as default, and now he's in black as default in, you know, PS4, Xbox One. Interesting fact there. CM Punk kicks the shit out of Batista there. Probably one of the reasons CM Punk quit WWE was Batista's return. Of course, CM Punk not a big fan of the part-timers here. Whatever that move was by CM Punk, it looked impressive as Bam Bam Bigelow tries to get rid of Stone Cold, but he's fighting out of it. He's not letting any damage be done to him. Batista does that, wins a change-looking move to CM Punk over there in the corner as Stone Cold tries to get rid of Bam Bam Bigelow. CM Punk now tosses. Oh, no, he doesn't. Batista's in the corner. He bounces off of it. And Scorpion death drop into some sort of a knee attack by CM Punk, it looks like. As Bam Bam Bigelow again trying to focus on eliminating Stone Cold. Say the biggest threat in the match, other than Bam Bam Bigelow. CM Punk trying to get rid of Batista now. He's got Batista over on the top. Just another step left to go to eliminate Batista. And that's what it is. We're down to the final 3 men in the match. Stone Cold, CM Punk, and Bam Bam Bigelow. One of these 3 men are going to WrestleMania at the main event for a world title. CM Punk, that was impressive. Flips the shit over Bam Bam Bigelow. Oh, stunner onto CM Punk. And it looks like Stone Cold has the advantage in the match. But all these men have taken almost equal damage and almost equal momentum as well. So,
butt sex.
But CM Punk does have that finisher, as Will points out, the butt sex. And now Bam Bam Bigelow tries to eliminate Stone Cold Steve Austin. And that would be down to... No, it will not be down to them. 2. Stone Cold now trying to get rid of Bam Bam Bigelow to make it CM Punk versus Austin. Oh, he hits that. And he hits it. Goodbye, Bam Bam Bigelow. It is CM Punk and Stone Cold, but what is this? CM Punk tosses Stone Cold again. Oh, Stone Cold reverses that.
He's in the final 2.
Kicking the shit out of CM Punk. He should probably try to eliminate him. Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it. Stone Cold. Oh, no. Oh, God. Stone Cold, please don't eliminate my boy. We need a Raw superstar winning this Royal Rumble. We already had a SmackDown.
Stone Cold gave CM Punk the finger.
CM Punk
that might have cost him. That might have cost him.
CM Punk wins the Rumble. 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 CM Punk wins the Rumble.
Shut up!
That is great. Raw is Punk, not Raw is Jericho. Jericho was eliminated early in the match. CM Punk wins this Royal Rumble match. He is going to WrestleMania. One of the things CM Punk did not do in his career in WWE, he has done it here in the JW. He's won the Royal Rumble and he's going on to WrestleMania. Either face.
What do you think the NWO thinks about this?
I'm sure the NWO is extremely dissatisfied with this, and they are... They're on the lookout. They're on the lookout. They do not want to even include CM Punk anymore. CM Punk, we thought, was injured, and he's won the Royal Rumble match. He certainly was cleared for it because he's won it. And now CM Punk, of course, and I would think he's going after Hulk Hogan's world title. But we'll see if he still holds that title at Elimination Chamber. Check out JW Raw SmackDown Super Show main event on the channel on Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching the Royal Rumble.